everybody, I'm Amber with the Sacred Light Healing Exchange. I wanted to make a video today about healing. Well, obviously about healing, but why is it important and what are some ways that you can recognize that you might be in need of it? So this kind of relates with one of my current personal journeys. So let's talk about PTSD. I want to cover PTSD, meridians, and why these things tie in to spiritual healing and what exactly that means. Okay, so we've noticed how we have energetic meridians through our bodies, how certain yoga poses will help with certain organs and certain things like that. That's because we're all walking around with a grid. Okay, so you have your normal little rainbow, those are your chakras, okay, and you have that, but then you also have secondary chakras, and you also have meridians and energetic like little grids. Okay, this is all how our spirit is able to be compatible in the third dimension. This is the portion of our being that allows us to be physical. Okay, so your chakras hold spaces for certain energetic frequencies to be held, and these are the things that give you like your security and your emotions and your heart space and your voice and your thinking, and then the crown of your head, like your connection to spirit. Okay, well, you also have chakras in your knees and in the balls of your feet, because that's connected to earth. Your knees are also connected to like your emotions and grief and moving forward. Okay, and then you also have your hands, because those are an extension of your heart. So like everything you do with your hands, you're also doing with your heart. But then you also have meridians, and this is like your little grid, like I've mentioned. And sometimes you can get little kinks in your grid, and sometimes your grid needs to be worked on. Okay, so that's why like a restorative yin yoga practice is really good for helping those meridians. I went to a yin class today, and I just had a pretty decent healing session on myself a couple of days ago, and I've noticed that some of my grids, like portions of my grid, need to be worked on. That there are some kinks with energy traveling through my body. And the reason why it's important to work these out and to work out these grids is so that when you are so that you're fully functional, you're operating as designed, basically. And I mean, you can operate, sick. You can operate with these kinks and stuff, but it's not going to be comfortable. Okay, when you're holding dense energies and it's not cleared and it's not lifted, and it's that system isn't maintained, the dense energies cause physical conditions within the body. So maybe you'll have pains in certain areas. There are many reasons why you could have pains and illnesses through your body, but this is just one example. It could be an accumulation of energy. It's kind of like if you keep deleting files off of your computer and then you never delete your you never empty out the trash bin or something. You need to do that, okay, because these things matter. How does PTSD tie into this? Well, I have my own story with PTSD. I'm in car line, I gotta move up. But I have my own story with PTSD, and the reason for mine was just past relationships, abuse, that type of stuff. And for starters, it caused heavy, dense energies within my system that needed to be unpacked and transmuted and restored. But also it can cause, because time isn't actually linear, and because our essence, at the gist of it, at the very foundational, level of it is energetic. Okay, that's a word that we can use. It's like a frequency. It's kind of like a radio. But since it's not linear, it's like a portion of your energy is still carrying dense pieces, and these dense pieces will almost make you feel stuck in a certain time, simply because it's saying, hey, like, this is dense. Hey, you remember this happening? This is dense. This needs to get taken care of. This needs to get let go of. This needs to get transmuted. This needs to get healed. So it's calling back that portion. It's healing that portion of your essence, and that period, in that part of your timeline, and that portion of your existence. And so having your energy field cleansed, having it maintained, first of all, can help you stay out of the doctor's office. Second of all, you'll feel better. Things, I can't tell y'all, oh my goodness. Okay, so right now I'm working on self-worth, but through my healing journey, my personal one, okay, of course now it's been intense. I have a little bug friend on my window. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. Through my certain journey, I've healed PTSD, body dysmorphia, anxiety, depression, trichotillomania, dermatillomania, gluten, corn, oat, soy, dairy. What else? Gluten, sensitivity, oats. I was starting to be sensitive to oats. And I know maybe it just sounds, oh, maybe all those things were in my head. No, they weren't in my head. They were in my energy. We weren't born to be sick. Sickness, illness, PTSD, these things are signs that you need healing in a certain area, okay? Now, if we really want to talk about the culture thing of, I feel like it's really popular with older people, and certain mentalities that, nobody wants, everybody wants instant gratification. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. A prescription, in some instances, they're absolutely necessary, and it's the thing that allows your physical being to still be alive, okay? And I get that. That's not what I'm speaking against. And I'm not speaking against prescriptions. I'm just saying that you can do your healing work while you're taking them. And if it's not a life or death situation, doing your healing work can avoid prescriptions. Because, by the time there's been enough accumulation of an energy to even become physical, some of these things, say you get an earache or a sinus infection or something, you'll say, oh, let me go get a antibiotic. Well, first of all, those can be viral, but you jump on these things, and did you not realize that prescriptions are instant gratification? Because all that does is calm down the symptoms. A lot of them, they calm down the symptoms. Now, some of them actually do things, and sometimes the physical portion of your being does actually need that help. Okay, I'm speaking so clearly, I feel, about the ones to where you just want comfort instead of actually hitting the issue head on. Now, healing is not easy. You're unpacking the things that have caused this very disruption in your being. But if you do the work and you do it honestly, it's, for me and for many other people, it can be permanent. It can be permanent and lasting results because you shifted on, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, mythical, and it's also things that you don't, continue to carry around. So, thank you. So this is just, I keep speaking about the importance of why, healing matters. And that's just because, honestly, if you want to know the honest to God truth, there's a side of me that's very intellectual and very logical, okay? And I would think, honestly, if I heard something and I didn't have my own testament, I would think that it was absolutely insane. I would be like, what are you talking about? But I have my own story. So my testament, I am a walking testament. Now, we'll get into more of like, well, can't I pray something away? Deep things that need healing, like these deep, dense issues, they need your conscious efforts so that you can know what exactly it is that is being released and why it was there in the first place. So no, you can't pray certain things away. So I just want to touch on that because of the area that I'm in. And I'm not speaking against prayer. You also have to remember that every single thought you have is a prayer, because that's what prayer is. Prayer is you sending an intention to something, to someone, healing, love, frustration, anger, hatred, illness. But it has polarities. So putting it in that context, hopefully that helps to hopefully that helps it to be more mindful. But I'm going to wrap this up because I'm about to get my baby and I want to hear all about her day. So much love and light to y'all. If you have any questions, if there's anything that I can assist you in, let me know. I love y'all, and I hope y'all are having a great day wherever you are, whenever you are watching this. Bye.